Welcome to the first ever review of FC24. Today we're going to start off with James Maddison, who's got the Player of the Month card. So, first of all, we'll look at the price of the SBC is around 48k at the moment. I done mine on, I think it was Monday or Sunday, and I think it was about 38k at the time, so it's gone up a little bit. Obviously, I used like untradables. I got a couple of walkouts in some packs, so I didn't have to pay anything for it. It didn't cost me any coins. I just used some untradables that was in my club. So obviously, if we look at his stats, 5'9", high medium, 4-star, 4-star, explosive. If we look as well, obviously he can play cam, right mid, centre mid. I wouldn't play him right mid myself because I don't think he's really got the pace to be out wide. Probably more of a cam or a centre mid. If we look at his stats, obviously 75 pace, 84 shooting, 88 passing, 88 dribbling, physical's low, stamina's not bad, aggression's not bad, but obviously strength and jumping. But you know he's like 5'9", so you're not going to expect any physical beast in there. Obviously sprint speed's a little bit on the slow side, but obviously 80 acceleration's good for his build as well. I've noticed that he doesn't feel slow at all. I'm not going to say that he's going to run away from defenders and sprint past people, but he's definitely not slow. His pace is good enough for a midfielder, especially at this stage of the game. Obviously, his shooting's really nice, pretty good finishing, positioning, shot power, long shots, which are important for either a cam or sort of like a centre mid. His passing's very good. Obviously, vision's high, crossing's good, free kick's good, short pass, long pass, curve. You know they're all in the high 80s, so that's really good. Dribbling's nice as well. He does feel really nice on the ball. 86 agility, 85 balance. Reactions are pretty good. Composure's very high. Dribbling's good. Ball control's good. And stamina's not bad. 80 stamina is good enough for a centre mid or cam at this point of the game as well. I actually went for an engine on him just to get his pace up a little bit, get his passing sort of in the 90s, and also just max out, like not max out, but just get that agility and balance and dribbling into the 90s. For me, I didn't really want to. You could probably go down the route of like a hunter, maybe a catalyst. I personally didn't feel like his shooting really needed a boost for how I'm going to play him. So I just went for an engine. Now my original plan was going to play him to cam at first, but then I ended up packing Mahrez untradeable, and because he links in my team, I'm actually playing Mahrez cam because he's got 5-star skills. I kind of like a bit more of the skill moves in cam. And Mahrez just has a bit more pace and a bit more dribbling. So Maddison has been playing like a left centre mid for me, or right centre mid. If we go to play styles, obviously he's got the the dead ball scoring play style. So obviously set pieces got more speed, curve, and accuracy. I haven't really had many dead balls with him, to be honest. A few corners, but I don't think I've had any free kicks yet to really judge that. Passing, incisive pass, obviously through passes are more accurate, swerve passes, all of that stuff, which is obviously good for a midfielder, something that you want. He's got long ball pass as well, which I've noticed, some through balls over the top, which are quite good. So obviously they're more accurate and travel faster. Also ball control, he's got flair, so obviously fancy passes and shots with improved accuracy, which I have noticed some of his passes, these animations are a little bit different to sort of like your generic gold players and stuff like that. And then we got Trivela, which is important. Obviously, last year Trivelas were quite broke on FIFA last year, but Trivelas are really nice. Obviously, the outside of the foot passes and the shots. And there's a couple of clips I'll show you. A good Trivela pass where he sort of just switched it across the pitch. Nothing special, but quite a nice pass. And then there was also a Trivela shot which actually hit the bar. It was kind of close. I haven't had a chance to hit many Trivelas this year. I'm finding it's a bit congested and stuff. It's a bit like, not clunky, but there's not so much space at the moment. Maybe I need to try to get used to better formations and stuff, and still like learning the game. But I've only managed to pull off a few Trivelas, and they do still feel pretty good this year. It's hard to say if they're as good as last year. Obviously, stats wise, not great, but that's more on me than him. 38 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. For a midfielder, I mean, it's pretty poor, but to be honest, a lot of those are rivals where sometimes I just quit the game if I'm 1 or 2-0 down. Can't really be bothered sometimes, and other times are squad battles where I just sort of passed to all the forwards and from kick off and was just scoring goals to get some objectives and packs. But what we'll do now is we'll go into some clips of Maddison, and there's nothing special in there. Obviously, it's early in the game, but I'm just going to show you like a few clips of him so you can just see some of the passes, some of like the movement he has, some of his shots, couple of goals he scored. So this first clip here, you'll see he's really good at doing give and go passes. He'll pass and he'll make the run. You can see him now bursting into the box. He makes a lot of those runs, and that's a really nice finish there. I noticed that a lot. He does make them runs. This second clip, this is just a Travella, a bit unlucky. I hit the bar, but he's always around that number 10 position, which is nice. This one here, we got a nice little skill, bit of a dodgy defending, but you can see he's got quite nice dribbling, quite good agile, good shot as well. Nice shooting from outside the box. He has got very good shooting, I would say that at least. This one, nothing special here, just a nice little move. Couple of little bits of dribbling. You can just see he's quite agile the way he moves. He's nice, he's not stiff or clunky. Again, nice little give and goes, nice little pass there, gets the attack going. And then again, look, he's sort of moving around in the midfield, trying to make himself free for some space. Just a little Travella pass out to the wing to get the ball moving. And this one as well, nice little pass over there, and then he keeps going as well. Nothing happened at the end of that clip, so I didn't show it. But again, like here, you can just see, get a bit unlucky there, it didn't work, but we get the ball back, we pass it to him, and he manages to use some strength there and really shield the ball, keep the ball, which was quite impressive for his build. And then this one as well, look, again, a nice give and go. He'll pass, we get unlucky, but then we get a second chance, and look, he'll pass, he'll keep moving. Look, again, he's not stopping, he's making that run, he's overlapping and he's getting into the box, and we get a nice finish there. And then again, this clip, again, dodgy defending, you could say, but again, he's making that run, unlucky with a finish here, nice skill, nice chip, but we just didn't put enough power on it. Would I recommend him? I probably would. I would say if you are going down the route of Premier League, or you've got a lot of English players and you've got the fodder in your club at this stage, if you've opened some untradeable packs and you've got the players to do him without having to spend, I would recommend him. Obviously, if you're running La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, then there's no need for you to really do him unless you're a Tottenham fan or unless he's one of your favourite players and you want him in your club, then that's fine. But at this stage of the game, obviously, the full game's not released till this Friday. So to have a player that's an 86 rated with these sort of shooting, passing, dribbling stats, to have him this early for 40k, for me, is pretty good value. I would say if it was a lot more than that, I'd probably think twice. The fact that this early in the game, 40,000 coins, I mean, if we have a look and stuff, there's like 80 rated gold players going for 40, 50k. So to get a player of an 86 at Maddison who would probably be in your team for at least a month or two, I could see him probably, you could probably use him till October, November. And then as you sort of play champs and you get better rewards, you more coins, you can upgrade your team and sort of get better players and maybe use him as a squad player to bring off the bench. Obviously, some pros we'll talk about. Obviously, the 4-star, which is really nice, obviously, for a midfielder. High, medium work rates, you definitely can notice that. What I would say, one thing that really impressed me with him was he's running off the ball into the box. You saw in some of them clips, he always wants to make the forward runs into the box. Doesn't always work, doesn't always pay off, but he does always make those runs consistently. And I think that's the thing that impressed me about him the most. I would say his shooting's good, really nice shooting, good long shots, good Travellas. His passing's good. I wouldn't say it's anything unbelievable. Like I wouldn't say he's like a De Bruyne, players of that level who can really, the Modric and Cruz and players like that. I wouldn't say his passing is out of this world, but I'd say it's still really good. And for this stage of the game, it's more than good enough passing, I would say, really good. Also, I would say his dribbling's nice. The way he can hold the ball and he can turn, he's quite agile. He's got good balance, good agility that you saw in some of them clips to get away from people. Overall, I would say his dribbling's quite nice. A few negatives, I would say. A few cons to the card. Obviously, physicality. He's obviously 5'9". His aggression's not bad, but his strength's low. He does get pushed off the ball quite easy, does get knocked off the ball. If he's playing against more physical, bigger centre mids or defenders, he might struggle in that sense. But then if you've got some physical players around him, it will help. And it all depends on your play style, how you like to play the game. But that's probably the only con I would really say, is that his physicals are poor. Sprint speed could be a little bit better, but I don't think that's a big negative to make you like not do the card, because his acceleration's good and he's got the explosive, so off the mark he is good. He's got some nice traits as well. So definitely I would say, if you're a Spurs fan, if you're an admirer of Maddison, you like him as a player, if you're running a Premier League team, I'd say go ahead and do him. For 40k to get an 86 rated card at this point of the game, it's kind of a no-brainer to me. Anyone in the comments, if any of you have done the SBC and you've got him, I'd like to know what you think. Let me know. Do you recommend him? Would you say he's worth it, or would you not bother? And also, how are you finding the game? For me, I'm still getting used to new gen, because I've always played on old gen. But obviously the full game's not out yet, so they'll probably do some updates, maybe tweak a few things. But thanks for watching this review anyway. Hopefully I can do some more. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you in the next video.